You know, everybody tells me in my Google Ads agency, you need to niche down. You need to pick one type of business and work with that business and that business alone. Well, guess what? I've never niched down in my 9 years of having my Google Ads agency, and I'm going to talk about why. Let's get started. Hi, I'm Mike Mancini, a Google Ads agency owner for the last 9 years. Now, when it comes to niching down in my Google Ads agency, I have tried it before at one point. I had a number of pest control companies I was working with, and I thought, these campaigns are pretty easy. I could just kind of market myself as the pest control guy. And there were some advantages in that situation. First, I could just template the campaign. I could take one campaign, duplicate it, change the business name, the location, and just a few key things, and it would be super simple and effective. Second, I could be known as the pest control guy and market myself as that. So in essence, when I'm marketing, I'm talking to pest control owners. They see me as only talking to them very specifically, and it's a great way to market yourself. And third, a lot of those guys, even though some of them are competitors, they're friends as well. In fact, that's how I got my first 3 pest control clients. I landed one of them on my own, and he actually referred me out to 2 others. So while you think everybody's a competitor, a lot of them do know each other, they do share their tips and tricks, and they do work together. So I figured that would be an advantage, right? They could refer me to each other. Now, while there were some advantages, there were also some disadvantages. The first one being, you can't just template a campaign. And here's a good example. I once landed a very large painting franchise in the Minneapolis-St. Paul, Minnesota metro area. There were 7 locations. When I started getting a campaign working well, I took that campaign, duplicated it, changed a couple of key features, and moved it over to the other side of town. And guess what? The campaign bombed. People search differently no matter where it's at. Even in a single metro area, people are going to search differently based on race, based on gender, based on education levels, based on a number of important factors. So if you take a campaign and you put it in a very high-end, very luxurious homes, very expensive area, and you take that same campaign and you put it in a very blue-collar area, people are going to search differently. So the same keywords are not going to work as well in one location or the other. Same thing goes for the ads. Certain ads might talk to these people over here rather than these people over here. Here's another perfect example. Sometimes in certain areas, the keyword lawyer works better than the keyword attorney. But you can take that same campaign, switch up that keyword, from lawyer to attorney, move it over here, and it might perform differently. So because people search differently, even in the same metro areas, you can't just template a campaign. Second disadvantage was I didn't really want to be known as the pest control guy. I really didn't have a passion for it. But if I'd previously worked in that space, or maybe I previously had, worked for a pest control company and I knew a ton about it and I actually enjoyed it, that would be different. But I really didn't have any passion for it. Third, this is kind of a disadvantage from the previous one when I talked about they could all refer me to each other. This was a disadvantage as well, because ethically, I won't work with the same industry in the same area. Meaning if I have 2 clients who both want me to work for them, but they're both competing for one metro area, I will only work for one of them because essentially I'm competing with myself. Yes, this is an ethical decision, but there's a lot of businesses around. The way I've worked around this before is I've had one client who said, yep, I want you to work with my buddy as well. I will take these zip codes and he can have those zip codes. They both agreed on it and everybody's happy. So here's the biggest argument for not niching down, or why I haven't niched down. And the argument really is I kind of have niched down. My niche is home services and home service companies. I'm not necessarily known as the pest control guy or the plumbing guy or the electrician guy, but I like to work with home services. And here's why. People will always own homes and they will always break things in those homes, and they will hire my clients to fix it. And if the pandemic taught us anything, is that when people are forced to stay home, they are in their home finding problems with their homes, breaking things in their homes, and these service businesses are always going to be needed. And in fact, during the pandemic, my clients did very well. Second, home services are very easy to sell. And if you've seen a lot of my videos, you've heard me use this example where if you're in your house and a toilet breaks and water starts rushing everywhere, you need to fix it. You need to fix it now. And where do you go when you need to find a professional to fix it? You go to Google and you type in something like emergency plumber, an ad for one of my clients can pop up there. Your pain point is very high. You need to make a quick decision And putting ads in front of people when they're looking to make that decision quickly is what we like to do. And that's why I love the home services industry. In most examples, they're very easy to sell. And third, I was always getting referred by business owners to other business owners in other niches. Whether it was a pest control company referring me to an HVAC guy or an HVAC guy referring me to an electrician or whatever it might be. Now, if I was known as the pest control guy, I could still take them on and still market myself as a pest control guy. However, if they just see me as the pest control guy, they might not think I can help them. And if they see me as that guy, then I have to sell them on the fact that I can do their service as well. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't niche down. And in fact, if you're passionate about a specific industry or you want to concentrate on just one industry, I'd say go for it. There really is no one right answer. The best answer is what works for you and your agency. And if you'd like to learn more about how I run my agency, take a look at my training course called Ads Agency Unlocked. You'll find a link in the description area below. This is a training course on how to start or scale your Google Ads agency and all the tips, tricks, and secrets that I've used in my Google Ads agency over the last 10 years. And once again, there's a description down below. So have you niched down or are you thinking about it? Please let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear about what has worked for you and what hasn't. And if you've received some good value out of this video, please do me a favor, hit that like button. It really helps us in the eyes of YouTube. Hit that subscribe button and that little bell icon so you'll be notified of when I release new videos each and every week. And over to the right-hand side, you will see some more related Google Ads agency videos. Thanks so very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and we'll see you next time.